Mike Taylor's girlfriend's favorite dinosaur is Dilophosaurus, and he requested that we do Dilophosaurus. So, here you go. Dilophosaurus is kind of an interesting creature on the grounds that we're not really sure where it fits as far as sauropodomorphs go into but like we generally split pods into those that are closer related to birds and those that are closer related to birds and those that aren't. They diverged somewhere in the to early Jurassic period. This guy appeared in the early Jurassic period and died out in the early Jurassic period. We're not sure if he fits into the Spicids, which are, you know, or into the Tetanurans. Sales. I should just say sales because that's all it means. Easier to understand. That's which is the group that includes birds, or maybe not includes birds. Horse, which I think where Cludistics currently stands as far as sauropodomorphs go, but Dilophosaurus and its closest relatives. The reason I mention this is because I wanted to, but
hey baby, are you one of the ones who, like, does it?
It really doesn't have any bearing on the wrongness of this toy. But I just like to provide tangential information about the phylogeny of the creature I'm talking about. Dinosaur. Last episode it was rather relevant. Not so much this episode. I suppose we should start with the most obvious problem, which is that it's standing on its tail, like that stupid spoiled whore Charles Knight. So first response is please lengthen the tail and tilt the animal forward and be straighter there, so that it's have the spine be on the main sequence of the back. Center of gravity is at the hip, tail out for balance. The neck, be a bit longer as well. There could be a bit longer as well. The ratio between the neck and the back in front of the hip is like 2 to 3. This is about a 20-foot creature, by the way. 20 feet long, but only like a half ton to a ton in weight. I say only, but that like it is rather small, at least as far as dinosaurs go. Not for the time, though. Like early Jurassic, that was a decently sized carnivore. That said, it was pretty lightly built. This guy's got kind of a barrel shape going on. I'd rather he was a little more lithe. I have no idea how to pronounce that word. He should be slenderer. Skull-wise, Dilophosaurus means two-crested lizard. Funny story. In the 1940s, this was discovered in Arizona. They initially named it Megalosaurus. Then they found another specimen that had the crests more apparent. Crests. And they said, oh, this is a completely separate genus, so they decided to name it for the crests. Crests. So the crests part of the name, but it was accurate. It wasn't a lizard, and they seem to have given it a lizard head. The head is triangular shaped, which isn't, crests, too bad, but it should be narrower. It could also be longer. Dilophosaurus was another one that had this weird swoop. The main part of the jaw, the max, swooped up to the premaxilla, which was somewhat loosely attached and tilted down a little bit. It was a little dorky looking. And the teeth in the maxilla would have been really long. The main part of the teeth, the maxilla teeth, the lower jaw, which looks kind of neat. Incidentally, the front part of the mouth, projected backwards a little bit. I don't know what the purpose of that was. It seems sort of a weird feature to have if you're a carnivore, a predatory carnivore, I should say. If you're a scavenger, I suppose it makes sense because it allows you to pull, but the nostrils, incidentally, are not accurate because stiff has this snout just sort of cuts off. So get the nostrils further back from the tip and get the crests, crests further back from the tip of the snout as well. They sort of ended at the nostrils. Also, this doesn't have the projections in the back of the the back of the crests that it had. It had these, crests. They really looked like little fingers on the tail end of it. He's got fingers on really tiny hands, which is huge gut hanging out. Not bad. It did have proportionally tiny hands, like any pod, like many pods. But we now know it really could not. Sort of has fingers on. Its fourth fingers on the digit. So you have the first finger, short but claw, like it. Legs also are proportionally pretty good. Oh, and its digit toes. Yay, that's accurate. And it even. But it totally has. But the first toe. Its toes, which I can say with confidence because we totally have footprints from this creature, and that's kind of cool. Oh, we also have a little bone that fifth toe. It was migrated up inside the leg. It wouldn't have been apparent, but you wouldn't see it on a toy because it was just sort of floating there. But it was still there, and that's cool to me. Some people have been sort of looking at me funny because I keep saying the horse, keep saying the butts, keep saying the homie, keep saying the ox, keep saying the and I really shouldn't have to say this at this point, but to our knowledge, it did not spit. Also, it was significantly larger than the one in the. But that's all I can think of to say about Dilophosaurus. Because it wasn't better, it was just more specialized. You were wrong, but it wouldn't have fit in your car. Really, all we had that was of substance was the butt, so he named it Butt Lizard. You were wrong. My hand looks ridiculously oily.
Well, you're Italian.
Yeah, but I mean, God, it's glistening.
Would you like paper towel?
No,
Or just have the audience deal with it?
the audience can frickin' deal with it.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning. MAGA.